Hello, welcome to this video on factoring basic polynomials. We're going to use polynomials in the form of ax to the second power plus bx plus c. Two important questions that you need to ask yourself when you're factoring basic polynomials are what are the factors of c and what factors of c add up to b. We're going to do several examples. First example is x squared plus 2x plus 1. Well, the factors of 1 are 1 and 1. These two factors add up to b in the problem, which is 2. So the factored form is the two binomials x plus 1 and x plus 1. And if you want to double check your work, you should use the FOIL method. I'll double check my work on this one to see if I multiply these two binomials to get back to where I started from. So I'm going to multiply my first terms. X times x is x squared. X times 1 is 1x. Inside 1 times x is another 1x. And 1 times 1 is 1. Combine my like terms, my x is in the middle. I get right back to where I started at by multiplying my answer. I got back to x squared plus 2x plus 1. I suggest you check your work after you factor out a polynomial that way. Example number 2. So we have c. What are the factors of 3? That's just 1 and 3. And ask yourself, what factors of 3 when added up equal b? Well, b is 4. 1 plus 3 is 4. So the factors are x plus 3 and x plus 1. Wouldn't matter if I did x plus 1 first and x plus 3 over here. It's both going to be the same answer because it's a product. Alright, example 3. X squared plus 10x plus 16. Factors of 16 are 1 and 16, 2 and 8, and 4 and 4. Okay, so I get the factors that are going to add up to 10 are going to be 2 and 8. So I'm going to use x plus 2 and then x plus 8. And I'm going to double check my work on this one because it's just a little bit more advanced so you can see it. So we do our first terms. X times x is x squared. X times the outside is 8x. Inside 2 times x is 2x. And then 2 times 8 is 16. Combine your like terms in the middle. X squared plus 10x plus 16. And we're right back to where we started after we multiplied our factored form. That means our answer must be correct. Next example. Okay, what are the factors of 5? Well, just 1 and 5. So what two factors when added up equal a negative 4? So we got a negative 5 here. So we're going to have to do some tricky sign work here. Get your x's. Okay, now the way I look at this is, I know my factors are 1 and 5, but what product can I get to be negative 5 with the factors 1 and 5? Well, I could do a positive 1 times a negative 5, and then if I add these two up, they're going to give me my b negative 4. So I'm going to do x minus 5 and x plus 1. And let's double check this one too. So x times x, x squared, x times positive 1 is plus an x. Negative 5 times x is negative 5x. Negative 5 times a positive 1 is negative 5. Combine like terms, I've got a positive x and a negative 5x. That's going to give me negative 4x and bring down my negative 5, and I'm back to where I started from. So when you've got negative signs in your problem, it's a little bit trickier. Next example. x squared minus 9x plus 20. Now let's get the factors of 20. We got 1 and 20. We've got 2 and 10. And then we have 4 and 5. So I see that 2 of my factors here, 4 and 5, when added up, can give me my b number, which is a negative 9. Alright, so I'm going to use x minus 4 and x minus 5. Why did I use those? Because when I multiply negative 4 times negative 5, it's going to give me my positive 20, but when I add the 2 up, it's going to give me my negative 9. Now let's double check. X times x is x squared. X times negative 5, negative 5x. Negative 4 times x, negative 4x, and then our negative 4, negative 5, positive 20, combine like terms, and we're right back to where we started from. And let's do our last example here. Okay, x squared minus 2x minus 35. What are the factors of 35? 1 and 35, and then just 5 and 7. That's it. That's it for the factors of 35. So I can do 5 times 7. That'll give me my 35, and then if I mix and match my signs here, I could get a negative 2 out of here. Okay, so I need a negative 35. So that means one has to be positive, one has to be negative, and then when I combine them, I need a negative 2. So I'm going to choose to make my 7 negative and my 5 positive. So x minus 7 and then x plus 5. Let's see if this works. X times x, x squared, x times positive 5, 5x. Negative 7 times x, negative 7x. And we're going to get our product of our last term, which is negative 35. Combine x squared minus 2x minus 35, and we're right back to where we started from. Good luck on factoring out your basic polynomials.